episode 36 of Quest for 1,000 Songs. Welcome direct from the Rob Lincoln Unpresidential Library. And this week we return to instruments I actually know how to play, namely a guitar. And we have two brand new songs, as well as a cover I've just learned. So let's get started. The first song is song number 792. It's called How the Story Goes. And it's inspired by the 1960s psychedelic band Love. Those of you who are familiar with the album Forever Changes understand that album is one of the most brilliant albums ever created, if you've heard it at least a dozen times, because the more you hear it, the more it evolves in your mind. It forever changes, in fact. It's one of the most complex groups of songs I have ever heard, and deep lyrically as well as musically. So this song's inspired by that style. I don't think it necessarily measures up to anything by Arthur Lee or Brian McLean, but this is how the story goes. Thought the world would end tomorrow, I'll wait till yesterday. I smiled through hate and sorrow till it flew away. My mind fell on the table, cracked for all to see. So no one could be able to pin the blame on me. Oh, then I couldn't see. But did I know how the story goes? Where will it go? And the story ended before the first page. Caught a cold in the heat wave, melted from the shame. Should have been more warm-blooded, so they hounded me with blame. Bought a teddy bear on Vine Street, strangled it too hard. Broke into a million pieces, cut the fluff short. All that I could see, what did I know? How the story goes, where will it go? The story ended before the first page. If you don't know what I'm saying, please don't ask me why. Buy the book and write the first page. 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 Tell me how the story goes. Then tell me how the story goes. So those of you familiar with Forever Changes might note that that song is influenced by the style of music on that album. The great Arthur Lee wrote most of the songs. And some surprising chord changes on that album, along with this song. So hopefully you liked how the story goes. And now a completely different sounding original. Very different. Hopefully you saw my chords. There's a lot of chord changes on that one. We'll see. So this next cover, before we get to it, I wanted to do a shout out to Jay Blum, who is a listener. Jay was actually the one who voted for Forever Changes to be an album that I listened to be influenced by. And thank you, Jay. This next song, and Jay's a wonderful multi-instrumentalist, writes some songs. This next song was suggested by a fine songwriter from Philadelphia area named Charles Nolan. Suggested that I be influenced by some performers that I saw recently at a show put on at Philadelphia Folk Song Society, and one of those performers was the wonderful Philadelphia area singer-songwriter Lisa Jeanette. So I was thinking of Lisa Jeanette when I started writing this style or vocal range, etc. I don't know if it's anything she'd actually play, or don't know if it really sounds that much like her, but it sounds more like her than the other song. Anyhow, it's called Words and Numbers. There's 1,000 ways I want to tell you something, 1,000 ways I know. There's 1,000 ways I want to say that one thing, and 999 to go. There's a million stars when I look into the sky, but only a few dozen I see. The lights have caused so many not to glow and keep their shine so far from me. And I will pull those numbers from my head, calculating all that's not been if I wished upon a star that I could see, how would I know it was the right one? Is there a special star for you and me? If so, it is the sun. Look into the sky and see so far. Look into the night, so bright you are. There's 1,000 places I will never know, but only one with you. That might need a little work. Something there, maybe. Words and numbers. And some words and music. The song's called Words and Numbers. And now for a cover. Well, there's a number of covers that I am trying to learn. I've been working slowly towards a couple, but I don't have them yet. And I know I wanted to do a cover by Jane's Addiction because somebody left, they wanted to hear a song by Jane's Addiction, and that's somebody I don't know. So I certainly wanted to try to do that, but I have to learn it. And it's taken a while. Not that it's a hard song, but it's just like learning the melody. And then I also have been working on a Heidi Wilson song, but that one's taken a long time also for a variety of reasons. So I'd find something really quick. So I went to an old calendar, and it wasn't an old calendar, it's a new calendar online about musicians' birth dates and which musician was born in the last few days. Well, turns out a couple of them, but one of them was the late Greg Lake from Emerson, Lake and Palmer. He only wrote a couple songs that I'm familiar with, and this is his most famous. I remember in high school I really liked this song and hadn't thought about it in many years. It's very simple, so I just learned it a few minutes ago. It's Lucky Man. He had white horses and ladies by the score, all dressed in satin and waiting by the door. Oh, what a lucky man he was. What a lucky man he was. White lace and feathers, they made up his bed. Oh, gold covered mattress on which he lay his head. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. Oh, what a lucky man he was. He went to fight wars for his country and his king, his honor and his glory. People, they would sing. Oh, what a lucky man he was. Oh, what a lucky man he was. A bullet had found him. His blood ran as he cried. No money could save him, so he laid down and he died. Oh, what a lucky man he was. Oh, what a lucky man he was. Oh, what a lucky man he was. The late, great Greg Lake. And a song about a late lucky man. Not so lucky after all, I guess. Well, so we had 3 very different songs on the same instrument. And maybe you liked one of them. So if you did, please like. And please subscribe. We'll be back next week with something different, of course. Every week, the one thing we guarantee here, the one thing we always guarantee, can't guarantee you're going to like everything or everything's going to be great. We guarantee it will never be the same song ever. And it will be the first time you've ever heard the originals and the first time you've ever heard me do the cover. With that, I bid you adieu. Have a great week.